one thing. Dublin isn't less than Istanbul. It's smaller, but it certainly isn't less. And our stakes are far, far higher than that. They're telling me now, children in this country are going to school hungry. They're telling me now there are people who can't pay their TV license and they have to face a judge. But 7 billion out there somehow robbed by the people. And they're doing nothing about it. And not only they're not doing nothing about it, they're insulting our intelligence. They're insulting our humanity, and they're imposing further and further cuts. The stakes are far, far higher than someone robbing a Mars bar from Tesco's and facing a judge and facing a penalty. So we have to insist that we come back here, because if we don't do that, saying Istanbul was great, saying Tahrir was great, saying Brazil was great, won't be anything other than just words. We have to come back here because our stakes in this country are far higher, folks. Absolutely.
What do we want? 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 Trumpets Patrick Fianna Fáil! Trumpets Patrick Fianna Fáil! Trumpets Patrick Fianna Fáil! In the media, RTE are trying to sell you a lie. And you know it's a lie because look around you right now. And the lie that they're trying to sell is that the Irish people are compliant. They tried to tell you that the 15,000 who marched to save the hospital in Waterford, it was all a dream. It didn't happen. The Irish are compliant. Everywhere people protest. 5,000 people to 7,000 people protested on April the 13th against the property tax. RTE said, it didn't happen. You didn't see that. The Irish are compliant. Now the unfortunate thing is, some of us have started to internalise that message. We started to say to ourselves, you know what? The Irish are compliant. In other words, we're repeating the line that the media has sold us. Do you feel compliant right now? Well, it's your job to give the confidence that you have standing here right now to the people in your community group, the people on your FOSS scheme, the people in your factory, in your office, at your workbench, the people in your old folks group, the people in your special needs campaign. What you have to do is say to them, they're trying to keep you down, they're trying to wear you out, they're trying to keep us separate. Don't let the bastards win! We're going to take a few more speakers and then we'll have a few more chants for the people inside.
Sorry.
Hi, Nicola Curry, Socialist Workers' Party. I just want to say, I'm probably repeating a lot of what other people are saying, but really for people to take stock, stop yourselves and look at what happened this week. We had to listen to those smarmy bastards in the banks and those Anglo tapes, and it sickened to your stomach. But what did it show you? We changed the faces. We have a supposed democracy. We changed the faces. We got rid of Fianna Fáil. It shows you where the real power is. We have a capitalist class that's an organised gang. They are criminals, organised gangs. And they have the ear of our politicians. 17 separate meetings representatives of the Irish financial services sector had from down there. 17 private meetings with the Taoiseach and Minister Noonan to lobby for tax loopholes to make them even richer. Their greed and their arrogance is sickening. But the lesson is, yeah, jail the bankers and definitely bloody refuse for us to pay for a public inquiry. How dare they suggest that we pay for an inquiry? Taxpayers that have been shafted. We want them jailed. They are not above the law. And maybe there is a lot of laws in this country, but there seems to be no bloody justice. But we'll demand justice by getting out in numbers and forcing their hands, because people power does work. We've seen that with the victory over them going for our forests to privatise them. We saw it when the pensioners came out. And the previous generation, somebody said people don't protest, or for years they haven't protested. The previous generation got out on March when they were paying 70 pence in the pound, and they won for us all of the things that my generation enjoyed: free education, healthcare, And now they want to roll it back. We've a two-tier health system. They want a two-tier education system. Only the rich and the privileged will be able to go to, and that's their gateway into the higher paying jobs. And keep the rest of us down. Roll back on all the social gains that were fought for, hard won, because they give us nothing. We fight for it. But what I will say is, we have to get out when they come back. The cheek of bloody Noonan to warn us that there's another harsh budget on the way for us. How dare he, after what's come out? It is not our debt. They are not getting another cent out of us. And we want the bankers jailed. And the only way we'll do it is to organised as they are. They're at the top, the golden circle, all hand in glove, politicians, bankers, speculators, financiers, all hand in glove. Nice little cabal, getting the ear of the government, getting their way, getting what they want. But the one thing we have that they don't have is bloody numbers. And we can terrify the bejesus out of them if we get out in the numbers that we have seen across Europe. You look at how inspiring it is to see people rise up, stand up and be counted. So like someone said earlier, don't just come to this march, vent your anger. Go and talk to even one other person and convince them that together we can take them down and we can assert ourselves onto the political stage and roll back on all the cuts and the pain and the misery that has been forced on us by a greedy share of bastards.